fresh out the oven. What is cracking, everybody? It is Mega Pie Man here, and I want you to see something. I want you to look at this. Look at this. This... Don't look at this. Don't look at the latency line. Don't pay attention to that one. But look at the server line and the players line. Look at that. That is a thing of beauty. That is amazing. I love that. I love seeing that. Now, why is that there today? Well, that's because this weekend, Dino D-Day is free. You can go to Steam, you can download it, you can play it as much as you want this weekend, and if you like it, you can go buy it if you haven't already bought it. The game isn't super popular, so a lot of people probably haven't bought it yet, but I mean, look at all of these servers! These servers have been constantly full since the update came out yesterday. Now, what did yesterday's update add? Well, it added a new map. It added this map, Pacentro? I don't know how to say that. But it's got a deathmatch version, a King of the Hill version, and a CP version. So that's 3 game types that can be played on one map. And it's actually, I have to say, it's one of the best maps that I've seen in the game. It's got a lot of places to go. It's almost maybe a little bit too big for King of the Hill, but I have to say, it's around the same feeling for a map that I got from Torina and I got from, what is it? Galena, the one with the T-Rex on it. I don't remember the names of these maps anymore. It's been a while since I've played Dino D-Day, but look at this. It's everywhere. There's only like 2 servers with nobody on it. Although these are empty, even though there's people on it, which is kind of weird. But it's amazing. It's really cool. I love seeing it. Now, along with the map, there was also, they fixed some AI bot pathing issues on the maps. They changed the draw/reload for some of the weapons for better balance, such as the Thompson, the grease gun, the Nagant Revolver, the K98, the MP44, the MP40. Thank you for working on the Nagant Revolver, because that thing takes forever to reload. It is horrible how long that thing took to reload. They optimized the smoke grenade particle effects. There was an issue a little while ago. I guess this is what fixed it. In which that, I never saw the issue. It happened to me, but I saw pictures of it on the forums, that if something happened while you had thrown a smoke grenade, then you could still see the people running around in the smoke grenade. You couldn't see the landscape around them, but you could see the people in the smoke grenade. So hopefully this fixed that. Ammo boxes give Nigel 50 more flamethrower ammo and 2 more PIAT rounds. Now, the reason why they do that is because they gave Nigel just basically more flamethrower ammo and more PIAT rounds. He now has 2 more PIAT rounds, PIAT, I guess, and 50 more flamethrower ammo, which I guess could be good. Nigel and the flamethrower has kind of been one of the things on the Allies side that's just been a little bit off for me. It's... I don't know, I've not really been a huge fan of the flamethrower, but I'll have to wait and see how giving him more ammo really works. And more ammo for the PIAT is, of course, good, because the PIAT's not the greatest thing to try to aim, although there are people who've gotten pretty good at it. They've also removed Nigel's speed penalty for carrying the flamethrower, so now he moves as fast as he would without it, I guess. Moves as fast as he would with a shotgun. They also matched Jakob's speed to the rest of the allies, so pretty much, they made all of the allies move the same speed, at least the human allies. I don't know if Trigger moves a little bit faster because he's still a dinosaur, but all the human allies move the same speed. They fixed on some pathing issues, they changed up the reloads and drawing for a couple weapons, and they added a brand spanking new map. I went and looked around it yesterday, and it was pretty cool. So let's see if I can find a server here without horrible ping. And we'll join on to it. Unfortunately, that's on the East Coast, but that is not the new map. Let's see here. 23, 163. 28. I'm going to wait to see if one of these servers open, and then I will be right back. But I've got some more news to talk about whenever I do. Alright, I am back, and we are on the brand spanking new map. The fantastically brand awesome new map. This is the CP version, and this map is, I have to say, this map's actually really cool. It's pretty big, it's got a lot of layers, and it works pretty well for CP. Like I said before, it might be a little bit too big for King of the Hill. There's also a little bit of Easter egg by you have of a Velociraptor eating somebody in there. No! I'm watching someone get eaten. Do not, you know, try to kill me. There he is. Oh, it's still got that little bit of lag. Now, the big thing that I want to talk about, outside of this game getting an update is, unfortunately, this was not the big survival update that I was expecting it to be. That was the update that they had talked about for quite a while on the forums. Hello, dude. How's it going? Just want to shoot back and forth? There we go. That was an update they were talking about on the forums about making some sort of survival mode for Dino D-Day. This is not that update. That is not in here, but they did release a lot of information on what is going on with that and what is going on with Dino D-Day in the future. Now, the biggest thing that they said is that they are working with Tommy something. His name's going to be on the screen. I don't remember his last name, but he's the creator of Metalocalypse. And they're working with him. He's like the executive producer on what they're working on, which is a Dino D-Day, the animated series. They're working on making a show out of this. Now, this might come as a surprise to some people, but doesn't come as a huge surprise to me, considering a lot of the guys who originally worked on the game, they all worked with Digital Ranch, which is one of the publishers of the game, and Digital Ranch is actually a TV show company. They make TV shows, and these guys worked with them on making TV shows before they made Dino D-Day. This guy's like, so going to pounce on me. I don't want it to get pounced on. Come here. Where'd he go? I'm going to punch you. Aw, there's two of them. Anyway, they worked on making TV shows, so they made TV shows before, which doesn't surprise me that they would go and take that route with Dino D-Day. I'm a little bit surprised that it actually took them this long to do it, if they were going to do it, but I'm not super surprised that they are going to. But it'll be interesting to see what happens since they have the guy who made Metalocalypse working with them. So you can definitely tell that the TV show is going to be based around comedy. It's not going to be based around being super serious. It's going to be based around the comedic aspects of Dino D-Day. That guy has a goat! Kill it! Kill things! Where'd that Velociraptor go? Oh, the Axis one. Darn it. I blame the thing with the goat. But anyway, it'll be interesting to see what comes out of that. And along with that, it said that they are going to be making that show in-source filmmaker. They're going to be working with a company called Ice House, and they're going to be making the show in-source filmmaker, which, if this does actually happen, I'm pretty sure it will happen, but when this happens, that'll be, to my knowledge, the first actual show made in-source filmmaker. There have been people who've, on YouTube, all over the internet, who've been making stuff for it, they're making shorts, but nobody's really made a show using it. They haven't really done much more than what TF2 did with their Meet the Team series. That's really been the biggest thing that has been done with SFM, and I'm not really sure why. I think a big reason is because it takes a long time to render, plus people need a lot of experience with the program. The guys with Dino D-Day pretty much got Source Filmmaker when they first started working on Dino D-Day, turning the mod into a game. I think they may have had it a little bit while it was still a mod, but they are going to be working with that, and their show is going to be 3D made in SFM. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out of that. There hasn't been anything saying what channel the show will be on, or when the channel will release, or when a pilot's coming out, or anything. There's just an article that will be linked below in the video description that they're working on it. It's going to happen. Now, that brings me to the next topic, which is the survival update that they said they were working on, and which is what I thought this update was going to be, but it didn't actually turn out to be. So, the survival thing, it's still being worked on, but they released information on the same article that they talked about the animated series, that they are working on remaking the game. Now that they've had more experience with Source, that they have had more experience in making games in general, like I said before, that before they worked on Dino D-Day, they worked in television, broadcasting, or making TV shows. I don't think I've ever actually been over here before. So they didn't really have experience making video games, but now that they've had some experience between the mod and this full game right here, gallows, they are working on remaking the game, and from what it sounds like they're going to be remaking it in the Source 2 engine. Now, the Source 2 engine, of course, it isn't out yet. There have been rumors that Source 2 engine was going to be a thing, because there were things that were found in Source Filmmaker alluding to that. I remember hearing news about that a little while ago, that they were alluding to the fact that there could be a Source 2 engine. The fact that they're saying that they're going to be making it on a new engine makes me think that they're going to be making it on the Source 2 engine. Now, it's very possible that they're going to not be using Source at all. They'll be making it in, like, Unity or Unreal. But the fact that this game is a Source game, I don't really think they're going to move away from Source, since the mod was a Source game. This game's a Source game. Source seems to be a big thing that they are working with. So I don't think they will move away from it. We'll have to wait and see. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with they remake the game in Source 2. And the remade game is going to be the game that has the survival mode. And they're talking about that it will even have a single player, which will be really cool to see. If you've seen my videos on the mod, or the original Dino D-Day mod, that is the only bit of single player that this series has at the moment. And, you know, it's okay, but it's a mod. It's not as developed as this game you're seeing right here, because this game is actually standalone. That one isn't standalone. That one you need, I think you need Half-Life 2 for. You at least need to download the SDK 2009 and 2007, and there's a couple different things you have to do with that to actually get it to work. So close. But it'll be interesting to see what comes of that. Now, they haven't released any dates of any of this stuff happening, which is kind of annoying, because I've been waiting kind of like since last year when they announced that they were working on survival mode. So then I was really expecting that to be this update. When they updated this, and then they said that tomorrow, I mean, they updated this yesterday, then they said that today they would release a bunch of more information and maybe another update. So I was expecting this information to be the update that was going to have survival mode in it. It just felt like that's what it was going to be, since they were talking about it. And I hate those copies. Oh, look at that fast reload. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is a work of art. So I can't really say I'm that disappointed that it's not, considering all of the other news that showed up. I believe I heard a Microraptor around here. I don't like Microraptors. Plus, this map is actually pretty cool when you actually get to play it. There's a lot of different levels to it as well. You got the sewer level, you have the high fortresser levels, and like I said before, I think it might be... Oh, no! Ah, crap, I was trying to run back to... Oh, I got shot by that guy. It might be a little bit too big for King of the Hill, but it works fine for Deathmatch, and it works fine for CP. And it's interesting to see a map that they're actually made a map that works in 3 different game types. Now, I had an idea of trying to make a map that would work in every game type. So that would be King of the Hill, CP, Deathmatch, as well as Objective. But I haven't really gotten too far in figuring out how that would exactly work. But it's really cool to see the fact that they made a map. It's almost a universal map. And I don't know... Oh, hello, sir. I don't know if a universal map would even be possible, considering how Dino D-Day is set up. I don't know if it would be possible, and if possible, I don't know how good it would be. But they definitely really put a lot... Oh, no! Ah! Oh, that was so close. That was so close. You can definitely tell they put a lot of work into this map. There's a few things that look a little bit off. There are a couple models that look like they could be... that are made out of brushes that look like they could be models. Like, there are some tables over in a cafe that they're obviously made of brushes, and if they're not, then they look pretty bad model-wise. But there's a few things that I would like to see a little bit worked on. There are a couple graphical glitches, like as a Microraptor, you can fly on top of the castle area and see outside of the map, which is not necessarily the greatest thing. Oh, I can't go up a ladder. Darn it. Dinosaurs can't climb ladders. That is sad. Give me a goat. I want to goat somebody. It's been a while since I've hit somebody with a goat. Come on, come on. Goat it! And I missed. Fine, I'll just smack you. I'll just smack you! I don't need no goats! I don't need no goats! Thank you. Thank you.